what's up everybody? Welcome to our Best Eats Hanoi episode.
We're super excited to bring this episode to you because Hanoi is one of the food capitals of the world.
From the famous egg coffee to the irresistible chaka, which is grilled fish, one of the best bun Cuon we've ever had. There's some truly mouth-watering treats coming up. And guess what? I ticked off a life bucket list item today. Are you pumped?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's eat.
So for our first meal of the day today, we had to get some pho. Pho, of course, is famous here in Hanoi, and they make it in their own particular style. It's got a lot less herbs than you would find in central Vietnam. I'm gonna go in for a try now. Starting with the broth first. Quite salty, actually. It's not super complex or anything. It tastes quite simple. Now I've got over here the raw beef as well as the beef brisket, topped off with a little bit of coriander and spring onion. Each of the elements of the dish is allowed its own space to shine, so you can definitely taste the beefiness of it. And the beef here is perfect. The half-cooked ones are super tender. The brisket, it's just the right amount of chew to it. And the noodles themselves are extremely silky, really delicate. That's a quality pho right there. My morning craving has been satisfied.
So something to understand about this Pho 10 location is that they've got a couple of branches and there's a few that have made some fake copies of this place. But this one here that we're at is the original. And what's special about this place is that they give you a whole lot of different options on the menu of how your beef is done. What I've got here is the half done beef, the really nice quality pho. Got a bit of that hit of that chili, which was really nice. A lot of that zestiness from the lime too. And the beef was good too, nice and lean.
So we just wrapped up our first meal here in Hanoi. That was a pretty good bowl of pho. It does have a slight commercial element to it, like it's been, precisely made to that exact quantity, exact flavor, hundreds and hundreds of times. So it does miss a little bit of that kind of home cooked or like little store kind of vibe, but it's okay. It was still delicious. On to our next spot.
So we've been addicted to coconut coffees ever since we got to Vietnam. But here in Hanoi, they've got a special kind of coffee, and that's egg coffee. So we're going to try that right now at Cafe Cuon. The place has 2 floors, and as you can see, super packed. Something special about this place is that even though it was founded in 1946, the recipe has stayed very much largely the same. So it uses a chicken egg yolk, milk, sweetened condensed milk, and cheese, and obviously Vietnamese coffee powder too. Yum. So it's actually really, really sweet. You can taste that sweet condensed milk as well. It's very thick and very bold, but it's not a super strong coffee taste. It's really nice, especially if you like sweet drinks.
One thing I'm going to say about the Vietnamese is they sure know how to make a delicious cup of coffee. So great. It's almost gone already.
Has been replenished with all that coffee, and we've heard that there's a place that serves dry pho, which is really unusual. We've never had that before. We're gonna go check that out right now. We've arrived here at our dry pho destination, Pho Sao Up Cha. So this place is open from 6:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. and it is busy. This is actually the second time that we've tried to come here. The first time it was so packed we had to go somewhere else because we were starving. Our Pho Sao has arrived, and as you can see, it's actually quite a decently sized portion, especially going by Vietnam standards. What we've got here is some stir-fried beef, veggies, and there's the rice noodles. It tastes really gloopy, but it also reminds me very much of like beef hor fun. The slices of beef are quite chewy, and the veggies give it quite a noticeable bitter taste. You can taste also the wok hei flavor. It feels like it's been charred up in a hot pan.
Fun fact number 1, Hanoi is the capital of Vietnam, and the former capital, Saigon, was renamed Ho Chi Minh City after the founder.
Fact number 2, Hanoi literally translates to city inside rivers because it was built on the bank of the Red River.
Final fact, the reason why Vietnamese buildings are so narrow is because during colonial times you were taxed on how wide your building was, and that's the Vietnamese way of getting around that. And that's a wrap. This next destination fills me with eager anticipation. We're about to go to the legendary Bun Cha place where Anthony Bourdain and Obama had a meal together. Can't wait for this. It was like really high up on my bucket list of things to do here in Vietnam. I'm excited. Let's go.
Just arrived. It was maybe about a 15-20ish minute drive from Old Quarter.
This place is super massive and most of the rooms are packed out. We're looking for the Obama table right now. there we found it. This is the table where Obama and Anthony Bourdain sat to have a Bun Cha meal together. One of the reasons why this is such a significant place is Vietnam and America used to be in war, and Obama actually coming here and having a meal with Anthony Bourdain in the middle of Vietnam really symbolizes how times have changed and how people move on together with food. Anthony Bourdain is kind of known as the godfather of food vlogging, and he's just really someone special to me. And right now, this is as close as I'm gonna get to having a meal with the both of them. Cheers, guys.
Gonna go for it. Super tasty and delicious. We've had a lot of Bun Cha during our time here in Vietnam so far, and this one by far, hands down, my favorite already.
Bun Cha is grilled pork, lots of different cuts. You've got lean pork and you've got pork patties in here. And what you can do is you can add some chilies into here first to give it a little bit of spice. Always add your veggies. Looks like they've got basil and some lettuce pieces. And then the final step is chuck in the noodles. And now you're ready for a monumental bite. Every single place that we've gone to that Anthony Bourdain has recommended has been like the pinnacle of that type of cuisine. We've had a lot of Bun Cha here in Vietnam, and this one by far has transcended all those flavors. The lovely fish sauce that's making the soup, when you dip in the noodles and then you get that pork, all of the flavors combined is just perfection, it really is. So for a lot of people, the draw to this place is that Obama has been here, but for us, it was all about Anthony Bourdain. His beliefs on food bringing people together is very in line with what Yen and I do on our videos as well. So this was a very special meal to us.
You can't come to Hanoi without trying this famous chakar, and this place is one of the best, chakar Ta Long.
We learned that chakar normally uses mudfish or snakehead fish, but here at Chakar Ta Long, they use hemibagris, which is a type of catfish. And the nice guy here will help us cook it. You've got dill, spring onions, the turmeric grilled fish that's surrounding the outside, and it's all bathing in a pool of hot oil. Like a lot of things that we found in Vietnam, sometimes there's a bit of a method to how you eat, so always awesome to learn. Now, get in for that first bite. This is incredible. It's so tasty. I don't even know what is making this so amazing, but everything combined together, it's delicious. Noodles, silky, that fish really buttery soft. Oh my gosh, and together with the vegetables, this is a fantastic dish. Very, very yum. Can easily understand why this is such a favorite amongst locals and tourists alike.
I've always known to trust Yen's taste and flavors because she's extremely fussy with food. I can see instantly why she likes that. Seasoning on it is incredible, and it's really highlighted with the dill. That dish, massive thumbs up.
That was such an incredibly satisfying meal. Really loved it. I think it's right up there with Bun Cha as one of my favorite dishes out of Vietnam. Gotta say a big thank you to my cousin Atsi for recommending us to try out this specialty dish of Hanoi. Amazing. Remember how we had bad weather in Hue? Looks like it's followed us here to Hanoi too. But we're on our way to our next food stop. It's power ahead. Finally reached our destination, Bun Cha. This place sells rice rolls and rice cakes. Can't wait to have some.
This is a tiny little store, but the low seats and open kitchen makes you feel quickly at home. No matter how many times I watch bun kun being folded, the process still mesmerizes me. The succulent mushroom, meat, and the thin rice roll combo makes this one of my favorite snacks.
Really, rice roll, you can put rice roll in fish sauce.
Okay.
Inside rice flour and with pork, mushroom and onion. You can put in here. And here's cinnamon pork pie, cinnamon good pork, and a salad I do buy. Enjoy the food.
Thanks, Sam.
Got ourselves our rice rolls and some cinnamon pork pie, which I think is basically just Vietnamese ham. We've got ourselves some fish sauce as well, but I'm gonna add in lime and chili into that mix. That rice roll has the perfect texture to it. And you can taste the pork mince, the mushrooms, there's pork mushes in there. That chili, glad I only put a tiny bit because it is very spicy. And together with that sweet, tangy fish sauce, yum. This place, delicious.
I can't wait to go in for one of these things. These are my favorites, the Vietnamese sausage. Oh, the cinnamon Just adds such a nice highlight on top of the already delicious sausage. This is a classic Hanoi dish, and it's just done so well. I'm very impressed. Have to check this place out. So we just had a shower and we're back at our accommodation now. We got absolutely drenched at that last spot.
We sure did, and right now we're sitting on our tiny little balcony. That's why we're kind of cramped doing this outro. But I guess I don't even need to ask, what was your favorite of the day, Dubai?
Anthony Bourdain and Obama Bun Cha, life-changing. What about you? Do you have a favorite?
Well, I really enjoyed that Bun Cuon and getting to meet Nam Hey Nam. But for me, that chaka was just out of this world. That's my fave.
It was pretty delicious. Anyway, if you guys have enjoyed this episode, don't forget to smash the like and subscribe button.
Really helps our channel, and we just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's been watching and supporting us all this time. Welcome to anyone new as well. We'll catch you next time.